Hey guys, this is Anthony, virtually known as Anthony Virtually 2003 on my YouTube channel here. And today, I want to explain the reasons why I had to cut ties Dan Sobel and Amanda Cartrette with autism. So yeah. And the reasons why I had to, and I'll tell you the reasons why I had to cut ties Dan Sobel and Amanda Cartrette. So yeah. So first I'm going to start with Dan Sobel, and then the other one I'm going to do Amanda Cartrette. So yeah, so let's get started. So here we go. Let's get started. This video it was been uploaded on June 27th of 2025. As of June 27th, 2025 in this video. So yeah. And the reason, and let's start with Dan Sobel. Why I have no opinion or I have a cut ties Dan Sobel. I kind of do hate Dan Sobel. Most of all, I have no opinion on Dan Sobel. I probably have to do the same thing like SK1 1996 nowadays. I kind of do hate Dan Sobel, you guys, but most of all, I have no opinion. I don't know about his entertaining stuff, though, so yeah. So I'll tell you the reasons why I cut ties Dan Sobel. I just started cutting ties him since April 7th of 2025. I just started cutting ties since April. While he doesn't have his videos on his channel, that is, so yeah. Before he came back to YouTube, so yeah. And the reasons why I had to cut ties and have no opinion on Dan Sobel is because I just don't want to get in any trouble, you guys. I just don't want to get in trouble. I just don't want other YouTubers to cutting tizing me, which is Andy Ho, Sylvia Movie and Gaming YouTube channel. So yeah. And also besides what he will never because some other YouTubers will not handle my opinion, because someone had bashed my opinion on Dan Sobel. No matter what, other YouTubers will support and liking Dan Sobel. I'm afraid supporting and liking Dan Sobel is getting too much trouble nowadays. Which last time they will handle other people's opinions until right before he changed in pajamas in front of the kids on TikTok, or after they found out what Dan Sobel was changing his pajamas in front of the kids on TikTok. They didn't want other people to handle other people's opinions on Dan Sobel, because Dan Sobel cannot be trusted at all. So yeah. And also, Dan Sobel did terrible things in the past. He was back in September of 2022. He was screaming at Devin Osborne, Vinny the social media guy, and some other YouTubers. I can't remember. So yeah. And I remember he said the N-word back in 2021, I believe. And he was back in July of 2024. I remember he was changing his pajamas in front of the kids on TikTok. So yeah. And plus, what else? He was making grounding threats and shove his middle finger in front of and give people middle finger, which that was not appropriate. Yeah, in case you're wondering, swearing isn't appropriate either. And besides, I usually don't do swear words. I mostly don't do inappropriate stuff. I might do that inappropriately, but sometimes I do that on my channel, but not like private parts. So yeah, because I don't really do anything bad, too many bad stuff. So yeah. And what's worse about Dan Sobel? He was being naked on Google Meets. And yeah, I'm not kidding. Well, for me, here's a good news in my opinion. For my opinion on Dan Sobel, for the good news, that after he came back to YouTube, he probably will not. I hope he wasn't really lying, but a lot of people thinks he he is lying. He said that Dan Sobel cannot learn, but he did try to learn his lesson though. I just like he at Dan Sobel's first video what he have learned. And well, it's a good thing he probably will not do anything bad ever again. I hope he won't do it again. But still, I would love to give Dan another chance, you guys. But and this video is for Nate to give you for everyone who hates Dan Sobel, but could handle other people's opinion than bashing. Besides bashing my opinions on Dan Sobel, if I were neutral to Dan Sobel. This mostly it's for Nate the Game You 2006. If you're watching this, I just really have no choice for cutting ties Dan. So I would love to give Dan another chance. You guys, including you, Nate. I would love to give Dan Sobel another chance after I found out he came back to YouTube, but I will probably not do that because I just don't want to get in any trouble, you guys. I would love to give Dan another chance after what I have done in the past. But I probably will not. I would love to accept his apology, but I probably will not. I probably won't do that, you guys. Because I don't want to get in trouble. And I don't want other people to cutting me, hating me anyways. So yeah. Because I'm afraid me supporting Dan Sobel is getting too much trouble nowadays. So yeah, that's why I'm still not giving Dan. And so that means I probably won't give Dan another chance because of that. So yeah. I kind of do hate Dan Sobel. I don't hate him for everything. Mostly because he did something wrong, and some other YouTubers. Which I'm fine. I don't know about his entertaining stuff, such as his Blue's Clues stuff, or his Blue's Clues lair segments, TV show reviews, movie reviews, rip videos when people have passed away, and all kinds of stuff that he likes. I would have liked Dan Sobel because of the fun stuff. Those are the stuff I prefer to Dan Sobel. If I did like Dan Sobel, you guys, I only prefer his fun stuff, not when he was doing something wrong. If he did something wrong when I was neutral to Dan Sobel, I don't really care in my opinion. Because that's his problem. So yeah. But I don't know if I have a right to like any of Dan Sobel's Blue's Clues letter segment, but I did not delete my letter segments. There's only one thing I prefer to Dan Sobel. Is that he made a letter segment to me, and he likes to do his Blue's Clues letter segments, or his taste test videos, but not when he was doing something wrong. So yeah, the only thing I kind of do hate him because he did some terrible things in the past, like he was doing grounding threats and screaming at Devin Osborne back in 2022. And no, I just decided not to give Dan another chance. I can still look at his channel, but I'm still not. It kind of feel like I was neutral to Dan Sobel, but I probably will not give. But still, I'm still not friends with Dan Sobel anymore. I just don't want Dan Sobel. I just don't want other YouTubers to hate me. If Dan Sobel is gonna hate me, that's fine. But I don't want him telling me. I hope he won't force me to close my YouTube account. For me, I hope he did learn his lesson though. He's gonna do something even better nowadays. He does some better stuff nowadays, like recently. When he came back to YouTube, he's gonna do something even better. Like age appropriately, like nursery rhymes, science experiments, arts and crafts videos. And yes, he does like to do some arts and crafts and stuff like that. I do like his fun stuff though, but I don't know if I have a right to do that. I just don't know about his fun stuff though. I kind of do hate him, but I kind of do hate him, but a little bit. I do hate him for a little bit, not too much. I don't hate him big time, but most of all, I have no opinion on Dan Sobel. That's the reason why I have no opinion on Dan Sobel. That's the reason why I had to cut ties to Dan Sobel. Because some other YouTubers had lost my respect on Dan Sobel, and they could not handle my opinions on Dan Sobel at all, and they bashed my opinions, which is Andy Ho, Ryan Sylvia, Brandon Pippin, and the other YouTubers. They decided not to never let me to trust Dan Sobel. So that's why I had to cut ties Dan Sobel. I kind of do hate him, you guys, but most of all, I have no opinion. I kind of have to do the same thing. I don't hate him everything. I kind of do hate him for a little bit, you guys. I hope you understand why I had to cut ties. But if you never heard of this YouTuber, I'm not sure if you're going to trust him. But if you guys were neutral to Dan Sobel, which is Jennifer Manning, if you're watching this, I can handle your opinion. But if you don't want the YouTubers to hate you for you supporting like Dan Sobel, just don't trust him, okay? But that's only, I will let you to not trust him, Dan Sobel, but that's only the other YouTubers will not. Well, if you don't want other people to bash your opinions on Dan Sobel, just don't trust him. If you want other YouTube, if they cut ties you, if you don't want it, if you don't like them, just ignore it, okay? So yeah, so that's the reason why I cut ties Dan Sobel. That is Dan Sobel. So now let's move on to Amanda Cartrette with autism. So why I had to cut ties Amanda Cartrette, you're going to find out why I had no opinion. I kind of do hate Amanda Cartrette, but most of all, I have no opinion. And I want to tell the reasons why I have no opinion on Amanda Cartrette, you guys. You're going to find out why I had to cut ties Amanda Cartrette. So yeah. So here we go. So the reasons why I had to cut ties Amanda Cartrette, I just started cutting ties in her since a week ago. So the reasons why I had to cut ties Amanda Cartrette is because some, just like they won't handle my opinion on Dan Sobel, because some other YouTubers had lost my respect of Amanda Cartrette as well. And not only that, I do understand why she was doing something wrong, because I do realize she was did something wrong. First of all, Amanda Cartrette was making a lot of cringe videos, like Jordan Bowen made a statement on Amanda Cartrette, for example. And also, she was recording stuff in the ARC program. So if I did like Amanda Cartrette, you guys, I just don't really care if she records stuff in the ARC program. Right now, I just don't like when she records stuff. And also, she records videos. She was recording a video about she was using a bathroom a long time ago. Like, that was not cool. Which, that was very kind of disgusting, but kind of. Yeah, she was recording videos. She was recording a video of she was using the bathroom. But it's a good thing she didn't see her private parts, which that's good. She just made a video about she using the bathroom, but she didn't see her private parts, which that's a good thing. That'd be very disgusting if she see her private parts. For me, I don't really care. In my opinion, if she uses the bathroom. But I know they already hate that YouTuber. I know they hated when she saw a video when she's using a bathroom. But that's on her mom's YouTube, Amanda Cartrette's mom's YouTube channel, actually. She didn't have her own YouTube channel yet when she recorded using the bathroom until later, so yeah. And also, what's worse, there's something I gotta tell you why. And it's something terrible, you guys. Amanda Cartrette, there's something worse about Amanda, you guys. That she was wishing a 9/11. Like, I just don't know why she was wishing people 9/11. This is the only part I don't like, you guys. But the only thing I prefer to Amanda, I kind of do hate Amanda Cartrette, but most of all, I have no opinion on her. Since due to other YouTubers who bash my opinions on Dan Sobel, Amanda Cartrette, I just have no opinion on those YouTubers. That's the reason why I have to cut ties those YouTubers, because of that. I kind of do hate her. There's one thing I only prefer to Amanda Cartrette, that she does like the Disney princesses and Barbie, and she likes to do she does like to do some feminine, girly stuff. Actually, I don't mind her girly stuff, but such as Baby Alive is kind of a girly, but she does like girly stuff. Yeah, she does like kid shows. Well, Dan Sobel and Amanda Cartrette does like kid shows and baby shows. Well, Amanda Cartrette does like Cocomelon, but not Dan Sobel, I don't think. So yeah. But even though I have no opinion on Cocomelon, but yeah, right now I cannot handle her opinion since I have no opinion on Amanda Cartrette and Cocomelon. So yeah. So the reason why I had to cut ties with Amanda Cartrette is because I don't want to get in any trouble, because some other YouTubers had lost my respect on Amanda Cartrette with autism. And also, she also did something wrong. Like, she was recording a lot of cringe videos. She wishes 9/11, she was wishing happy 9/11. And I always realized that she was friends with Dan Soul behind our backs nowadays. But even if I did like Amanda Cartrette, if I do hate Dan Sobel, I could handle Amanda Cartrette's opinion on Dan Sobel. But right now, I cannot handle her opinion since I have no opinion on Amanda Cartrette and Dan Sobel nowadays. So yeah. And I also do understand why she was recording in the ARC program. Like, seriously, Amanda Cartrette, come on, grow up. And I'm afraid, so Amanda Cartrette and Dan Sobel, if you're watching this video, we'll probably not be friends anymore. It's a good thing I already both blocked you on my channel. And yeah, and also I forgot, there's something I didn't tell you yet, that she was hitting her mother and his brother, and his brother Anthony. Like, that is so hard. That is unacceptable. She was mean to her mother. She was mean to her mother, actually. But it's a good thing she was not mean to me, which that's good. She never hates me at all. She made some better videos out of me, actually. See, I remember she does make message videos and made one letter for me, which they don't, but she does make a better video to me, so yeah. I remember I did make a birthday message to Dan Sobel and Amanda Cartrette, but right now I had to delete the video. So yeah, because I'm afraid it's cringe-worthy. So yeah. But the good thing I already blocked Dan Sobel and Amanda Cartrette. I started hating Dan Sobel first back in April 2025 recently. This is the second time I cut ties Dan Sobel. And a week ago, I cut ties with Amanda Cartrette with autism. So those are the reasons why I had to cut ties Dan Sobel and Amanda Cartrette, you guys. So yeah. And I remember Amanda Cartrette did comment a lot of times, and I just usually don't reply most of the time. I do reply to her channel sometimes, but not all the time. So yeah. I really don't care Amanda Cartrette and Dan Sobel anymore, since I really have done with Dan Sobel and Amanda Cartrette nowadays. But if you guys were neutral to Amanda Cartrette, I'm fine with that. I can handle your opinion. But if you don't want other YouTubers to cut ties to Amanda Cartrette, if you don't want other people to bash your opinions, it's better if you don't want other people to cutting ties you since you're some Amanda Cartrette and Dan Sobel supporter, it's better if you not trust Amanda Cartrette, okay, you guys? So it's better if you not trust Dan Sobel and Amanda Cartrette, but only if someone but only if they will never let you to support Amanda Cartrette. I probably will never bash other people. I'll never bash other people's opinions on Dan Sobel and Amanda Cartrette, just like Ryan Sylvia and Andy Ho does. But I can handle other people's opinions on Dan Sobel and Amanda Cartrette, as long as they could handle my opinion back. So yeah. And I'm really innocent, you guys. And I'm very sorry for me supporting and liking Dan Sobel and Amanda Cartrette. Well, not only I cut ties it, first of all, I did cut ties I started hating a long time ago, which is Greg Heffley, UTCP, and Eric Payton, and also I did had cut ties Ben Lucero, Anthony Shavat, and more. I kind of do, I do kind of hate a lot less, which is Kellen Anderson. I just had no opinion on Kellen Anderson except her full rips and stuff like that. So yeah. So that's the reason why I had to cut ties to Amanda Cartrette and Dan Sobel. I hope you understand why I had to do this. But if you don't, so yeah, I don't know about Amanda Cartrette's, like she does collect a lot of toys like Baby Alive stuff and all kinds of things. I'm afraid she is not supposed to record stuff in the art program, and she shouldn't hit her mother. Well, she is kind of mean, but mostly she's very kind and nice. She is. I don't think she is. I know Amanda Cartrette. I know Dan Sobel sometimes is nice, but not always. She's not. They're both Dan Sobel and Amanda Cartrette is not always mean. He is kind of very kind as well. I know he was Dan Sobel. I know Amanda Cartrette was never mean to me though, but I know she did comment too many times a lot. So yeah. And I remember she was with me actually. And I didn't even realize that Amanda Cartrette was friends with Dan Sobel behind our backs. So yeah. And also, you guys, she has a crush on Dan Sobel, which I don't know why she has a crush on Dan Sobel. I didn't know that. I remember a long time. I just realized. I remember back in July of 2024, he made a cringe video of me. Homer Simpson YouTube channel just made a cringe video of me. But it's a good thing he already deleted. I'm glad he deleted the video. But sadly I don't have it saved for some reason. Except that random video clip, short clip of Adam DeZayas. It's still there. Because because at the end of the cringe video of me it just says Anthony Dan and Amanda supporter, Cartrette supporter. Because they made a cringe video out of me because I was supporting Dan Sobel and Amanda Cartrette. Right now, he deleted a video. Right now, Homer Simpson doesn't have a video of cringe video on me anymore. That's good. I'm glad he deleted that video. But he does have a cringe. He did make a cringe videos on. He did make a lot of cringe videos on Dan Sobel, but I know some cringe videos on Amanda Cartrette with autism. So yeah. If you don't want our YouTubers to cut, if you guys were new, so before I end this video, if you're still neutral to Amanda Cartrette, if you're still neutral to Amanda Cartrette and Dan Sobel, that's fine. Opinion handled. But if you don't want our YouTubers to cut ties for cutting ties you since you're Amanda Cartrette supporter and Dan Sobel supporter, it's better if you not trust Amanda Cartrette. If you or Dan Sobel, and I'm not gonna cut ties you no matter if you're neutral to Amanda or Dan Sobel. So yeah. I kind of do hate Dan Sobel, but most of all, I have no opinion on Dan Sobel and Amanda Cartrette. So yeah. So that's the reason why I had to cut ties Dan Sobel and Amanda Cartrette. I don't know what else I gotta say with this video, so I'm gonna have to let it be. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Subscribe to my channel, everybody. Drop a like on this video, and I'll see you guys next time on the next video. Catch you guys later. Peace out, everyone. Ta-ta for now.